So joining us right now to discuss policies and what's going on down at the border, Congressman Fred Keller from Pennsylvania. Congressman, thank you for joining us. What's your assessment of what's going on down there? I don't know if you had a chance. We heard that Governor Abbott had said this could get worse by tenfold or 100-fold.
Well, I think we're seeing that happen, and what we're seeing unfold is a failure by the Biden administration to recognize the crisis they created and really address it. As you mentioned, President Trump had a system that was working. He worked with foreign leaders in Mexico to make sure people weren't being mistreated and had the opportunity to apply for asylum in an orderly fashion, and now it's just chaos.
Yeah, I want to get your reaction as well to White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki's response after being asked why President Biden hasn't made a trip to the border. Listen to this.
Because his focus is on action and taking actions and moving forward policies to ensure we are expediting the processing at the border, that we are opening more facilities, that we are putting in place policies that will move kids more quickly through the Border Patrol facilities, more quickly into safe and secure homes, and that's where his focus is.
Yeah, move them through more quickly, but not lessen the numbers. That's what I hear from that right now. And we're talking about these unaccompanied minors tripling in number over just the past couple of weeks.
Really, what the Biden administration should focus on is working on the processing of status for people that are coming to our country legally, instead of focusing on trying to expedite people that are coming here illegally. They're sort of incentivizing bad behavior by saying, we're going to expedite your process, but we're not going to look at how we handle people that want to come into our country legally. And that to me is a big difference from what their policies are just encouraging people to come in and rely on dangerous individuals to get them from their home to our border. And we know that kids and women are being taken advantage of by cartels and people that really don't have their best interest at heart.
Congressman, I'm not sure how this works. Maybe you can answer this, but I think everyone understands a certain number of people are allowed legally into our country. Is that an agreed upon number each cycle? Does it come with the president? Does it come every year? Or is there no such number?
Well, the process, and we allow millions of people into our country every year. But what you have to do is you have to go through the process and apply to come in, either for a work visa or for asylum. And that's where President Trump really got it right on the southern border. Protect the border and provide a method to have people stay in Mexico and apply for status to come into the United States, rather than just create a crisis. It seems like the Democrats, their mantra of always never let a crisis go to waste. When they can't find one, well, they manufacture one. And that's exactly what President Biden did at our southern border.
I would also like to get your response to this. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki commenting on why the White House, the Biden administration, is stonewalling press access at the border facilities.
Our reporters used to be able to get ride-alongs during the Trump administration, and you all came in and promised to be the most truthful and transparent administration, and you all, oversee the Department of Homeland Security. So if you all wanted to grant access to the press, couldn't you just tell DHS to do it?
Again, we fully support transparency, and I would encourage you to talk to the Department of Homeland Security about any requests you have for press access or what you're looking to accomplish at the border.
Congressman Keller, that was from yesterday. That issue was addressed with the press secretary again today, and she pushed back even a little harder and saying that it just was not true and that they were allowing press access to the border. What do you know to be true, and what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I know that the president hasn't been to the border. The administration has not acknowledged there's a crisis that they created. It's a crisis. They haven't acknowledged that. And the first thing you do to come up with a solution is you have to admit there's a problem. And by not allowing press to the border, they don't have to face the fact that the public's going to see the images of the crisis they created. That's why they don't want people down there. And that's why they're not admitting there's a crisis. They cannot manage this without first admitting there's an issue. And they can't create a crisis and then look like the hero to come in and try and solve something. They're mismanaging it. They've made a mess of it, and it's impacting people's lives negatively. Not just the people that are risking their lives and being taken advantage to get here, but the people in America, the people that they work for, that they're letting people that might be COVID positive come into their communities. We've got American citizens that can't travel or go anywhere without a mask, yet they're allowing people to come into our country that might be COVID positive, and they've created the whole mess. It's a time for accountability, and by them not allowing the press at the border to do the ride-alongs, they're cutting off that access and to show what a disaster they've created at our border.
All right, very good. Congressman, thank you very much for joining us, and we have a feeling this problem isn't going away overnight, so we may be talking again soon. Thank you, Congressman Fred Keller.
Thank you.